This is a quick look at a section of our rainwater swales that we are in the process of redoing. There are several downspouts from the roof that guide our rainwater into this section. You can see that it runs down through our garden ways, but it does not provide water for any of our flowering sections. The purpose of this swale is just to guide the water down into where it can percolate down to the soil and into our aquifer. Now, this section was previously done by just putting a bunch of rocks laid on the earth, and after a while the rocks washed down and we had to dig them up, and someone is putting a landscape cloth under them now so that they don't wash down. This is experimental. We'll see how this works. Depending on the fabric, you can use some that are natural corn base that biodegrade. Of course, that will just make it useless after a while, because then the rocks will just start sinking again once the water runs down. If you use synthetic fibers, which this kind of looks like a synthetic fabric, then you're creating sort of an environmental nightmare, because those fibers will start to shred, and then one day you'll be having to dig that out as it is ripping apart. In most garden circles that are organic gardening, they suggest you don't do this. Now we're looking at a section that was a small pond on this property previous to the owners purchasing it, and they went ahead and connected the rainwater swales to it. It does have cement on the bottom and then just some soil, and the cattails growing there. Here on down the line is the lower section of the rainwater swale. So this does have plants growing in it, as you see along the Portland streets. When you have the soil and plants, this allows the water to percolate down. It also creates a nice ecosystem, and the plants' roots provide stability so that your rainwater swale doesn't sink. This is a very densely planted section right here. It's a red twig dogwood. It's hard to see under there, but that does go down into a swale section right there. The cement blocks that you saw were walkways, so there are pipes that let the water run along from one section to another. A lot of asters started growing in. Those are hard to get out. And then we tried purposely putting a bunch of different types of mints to populate, to see if that would kind of fill up the swale so that we didn't need to weed that section. So those two sections that I just showed you are very different. One is to show off the system and how the rainwater runs down, and the other is more of a practical swale that you might use on a property and that you could use with plantings around it to help keep your planting areas moist. The bottom of this swale, where I just showed the fence, is where it would run out to the street when there's a very heavy flood. This has only happened a couple of times because most of our water does just percolate down. So on this other side here is where the water has come out when we've had a couple of 100-year floods, and it goes under the sidewalk here and out through the strawberry bed and into the street there.